I'm Mrs. Gallagher, FCS teacher of child psychology, real world, interior design, and fashion design. So this class covers child development from conception to each unit. We also are really emphasizing the things that the adults and caregivers in every child's life are the role that we play in their development. Child psychology is the perfect class for students who already have an interest in psychology in order to explore a different area of psychology, which is known as developmental psychology. It is a college and high school credit, so students who take the class have an opportunity to earn college credit in psychology. I also try and integrate different activities that are hands-on in every single unit and every week. So we're making things. We also reflect upon our own experience, which I think is unique and helps us understand what we're learning in a more meaningful way. Content that we learned in the class will help you be someone that is influential and can be a positive support in the lives of children.
Hi, I'm Mr. Peering, and I teach Honors Introduction to Philosophy. In the first unit, we learn about the introduction to philosophy. We talk about the big three, Socrates and Plato and Aristotle, as well as how to argue. We really learn about fallacies that people make when they make certain arguments, and we also learn how to make a philosophical argument. And then the last two units are typically my favorite, and I would say the students' favorites too, and that is one unit on God, and we looked at some different religions in that unit as well. And then the very last unit is on what is morally right or what is morally wrong. And then we kind of talk a little bit about the meaning of life, if there is one. And the final sort of discussion topic is, what does it mean to live a good life? And we get a chance to discuss and debate things in class. Overall, I think it's a really fun class. I've never had a class period where I did not enjoy teaching this class, and I've been teaching now for 5 years. So to wrap things up, I guess what is really unique and interesting about this class is I really try to get kids to think about their future and answer questions like, are you really living the way that you want to live? Are you pursuing goals that really, really matter to you? So I think it's great that kids kind of get, to ask themselves those questions now rather than later.
I'm Dr. Sestelli, and I teach business classes here at North Allegheny. They will learn about the NCAA professional sports, the economics involved, and why it's important for the city of Pittsburgh to have 3 sports teams. You'll learn about the entertainment industry, event planning, plays, musicals, and all different types of things. I'm a very laid-back teacher. I want the kids to have fun. I want to engage them and challenge them, but do it in a creative and entertaining way. The thing that North Allegheny kids do, from sports to plays to musicals to the band, it really fits into your lifestyle and you would enjoy the class.
Hi, I'm Mr. Koralski. I teach technology education here, and I'm talking about stage technology. So it's one of the classes where you get to learn about whatever you want to learn about. Some people really want to learn about building. We do a ton of building in here. Some people really want to learn about electricity. We will build a bunch of different electrical stuff. We've built lighting schemes, all sorts of different stuff with that. Audio, we remix shows. We do all sorts of audio patching to make the musicals work. And we've done pretty much everything in between, painting and different things. So whatever you want to learn about individually is kind of what you get to do in this class, which is what's really nice about it. So this class, you really get to try out a lot of different things. We do building, electricity. We've even done pipes, plumbing, painting. You get to touch on a little bit of everything. And then you actually get to see your work in use in plays and musicals. It's just a fun way to start off the morning. It's a very positive environment. We're all working together to build these set pieces. We're listening to music. We're having some food every couple days. I mean, we're just doing a lot of fun things. You get to see a behind the scenes look that not too many people get to see. I've taken teachers back here and who've worked here for 20, 30 years who've never seen some of this stuff. You get to be a part of building this stuff.
Hi, I'm Mr. Schmick, and I teach music technology and songwriting. People learn about how to structure a song, what technology to use to create a song, how to go about putting all those pieces together. We learn how to mix a song with all of its components to make it sound good, and almost all of the work is project-based. So whatever you are interested in creating, you can make that yours and take ownership of it. Students should take this class because it's Unlike other classes in the school where you have a lot of individual say in what you create for this class, but maybe they want to produce music on a computer, maybe they want to write their own songs, maybe they want to learn how to use technology to help them make music in their own way. And so this class helps people figure out what kind of projects they want to make. It's really cool to see what emerges from people's projects, because it's not always what you would expect from students' personalities. Sometimes the quietest, nicest kid will write this aggressive heavy metal song, and sometimes like big boisterous personalities will write sentimental ballads. We have a lot of tools at our disposal to create music. We have keyboards at every, well, we have keyboards and we also have piano keyboards at every station. We have Logic Pro, GarageBand, Finale, FL Studio, and we have interfaces to record audio. We have guitars, basses, we have a lap steel, acoustic guitar, a lot of synthesizers and ways of making music. So if you're interested in making music or already making music, it's a great place to just have a safe haven to feel creative.
I'm Mrs. Lasitis and I teach sports nutrition here at NASH. First of all, if you're an athlete, this class is really designed to be focused on athletes here at NASH who are going to the next level. One of the greatest compliments I have is for athletes who go on their recruiting visits, or even later in life as they're in college, they might message me on Instagram and say, everything you taught us here at NASH is exactly what our sports nutritionists taught us at the University of Virginia or Penn State or wherever they're going. They're just getting the information sooner. I was a Division I athlete myself, and I still have a lot of connections of collegiate and professional coaches and athletes in the realm. So I'm taking really prevalent information and giving it straight to the students. People have a basic knowledge of nutrition. They're like, okay, protein, good for muscles. Hydration, okay, I know I'm supposed to drink water. But I think the science behind why we want to hydrate, because if an athlete's 2% less hydrated than they should be, they'll start to see a difference in performance. And there's a lot of why we're looking at nutrition and why recovery is so important. And I think that information is really fascinating to athletes who are already there in that mindset. They want to do well in their sport, but now I understand why you're telling me to do this, and it's put into motion, which is really cool. On Fridays, we can make pretty much anything we want, as long as we're learning to cook and like practicing skills. So it's a wild card of a day. I have over 125 students, and we're constantly making different things, and kids can collaborate, or they can do it individually to meet their nutritional goals or whatever they're trying to get on board with. But it's a really fun, wild day, and it's always exciting. What makes this class exciting for me is that you never know who's walking in the door. Like, I've had Joey Porter Jr. and I've had Cole Young. Like, it's great to see people who will be next level like sitting in front of me. I think the students really like it because we talk about sports nutrition information. They're like, oh, eat healthy, but like, what does that look like put into play? So I like that we learn the information and then we learn recipes on how to make that exact food, cooking almost 3 times a week.
Well, hello, I'm Mr. Matthews. This is pottery class. We offer pottery 1 and 2 here at NA. Here we go from some people don't know anything, they've never made a pot before, to in like less than a year, because you only have 180 days of school, they go from not really knowing anything about it to be able to make pretty much whatever they want to make, you know. So you learn a lot really fast on how to make pottery. It's pretty exciting to be able to, when you have a finished piece, to say, I 100% made all of that. So I think that's pretty exciting to be able to go from like not really knowing how to do something to practicing so many times that then you can do it. Of the assignments that we make, their own thing that they like the best, and then that kind of pushes them to keep going forward. And it is a class where you get a grade, but it's pretty much whatever you put into it. It's not really a lecture class. I show you what you need to do, and then you have the rest of the period to work on what you need to do. So There's a lot of independent time where, you know, you might be you're working and you can like sit and chat with a person next to you, you know, if that's your friend or whatever. Not only will you know how to make pottery, but you'll also learn that the harder you practice at something, the better you get at it. Your finished product shows how much effort you put into it. You know, if you put a little bit of effort into it, it's not going to look as nice as someone who worked really, really hard on theirs.
So my name is Mrs. Prosser and I teach all of the computer science classes at NASH. That includes Comp Sci A and B, which is an intro course, AP Computer Science, and we have a new database programming class that we're offering next year. Taking any computer science class, especially in high school, is just really going to help you in your future because so many college majors now require some level of computer science, and you have a level of support here that you won't have in college. So you will learn how to code, so how to make your computer do what you want it to do. That's the basis of it. For the AP course, there's just really interesting, cool problems that we get to solve all the time. And for the intro course, I think the most exciting thing about it is everything that we do is graphical, so it kind of marries like art and programming, and for a lot of the students that take computer science A and B, which is the intro course, they're very artistic and have those skills as well, so it's really cool to see what they create. You can have the same problem presented and every student can solve it in a slightly different way, so it's really interesting to see just the different way that kids think. For the intro course, the coolest thing is to see what they create, especially artistically. I have zero artistic skills, so it's really, really neat for me to see what they create using the programming skills that I give them.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Koss and I'm one of the business teachers here at NASH. Currently, I teach entrepreneurship and marketing classes. Students should take marketing because it's a really hands-on class. It is a year-long business class, one of the only ones. So we have the opportunity to really dive into the content and do a lot of fun, hands-on things. And one of those things that I'm actually really looking forward to this year is really exploring the area of digital marketing and social media marketing and influencer marketing. I would say students are going to get a good understanding of how the marketing world works. It isn't just the commercials that they see, there's so much more that goes into it. And if you plan on being a business major in college, it is a must-have class. But not to mention too, you'll have just a better overall understanding of how marketing works in the business world. Actually, the most fun thing the students haven't even done yet, it's something that's actually to come, but we do during the digital marketing unit a project called Influencer for a Day, where students will actually step into the realm of what an influencer does. They'll actually have to create content and post content and talk about what their niche would be, meaning like what would be their focus. Are they into the beauty brands? Are they into sports? What are they doing and what sort of content are they creating? So I'm really looking forward to doing that with students. I think this class is really exciting for students because they get the opportunity to work together often. I really like when students collaborate. Also on top of that, we get hands-on with stuff. So it's not just only tests and quizzes, but we explore the content, we do actual real-world application activities, making it really easy for students to not only understand what they're actually learning, but using it in a real-world setting.
Hi, my name is Mr. Clemmer. I'm one of the art teachers at NASH. My specialty is photography. One of the main reasons students should take this class is that photography is a skill you're going to use for the rest of your life. Besides my teacher/dad jokes, I think the most exciting part about this class is you get to pick whatever subjects you want. It just really gives you a lot of flexibility. We don't have homework. We get to keep all the photos that you make, and you learn a skill, not only how to control a camera, but also being able to learn how to edit with Photoshop and Lightroom. The most fun thing about this class is you have an opportunity to interact with your peers. It's very social. We get a lot of work accomplished. You're going to learn a lot in the class in a very laid-back, chill environment. One of the things that we do in this class is we have a full dark room, which most students don't have access to anymore. I provide students with film and film cameras for one of the assignments, and you learn how to process pictures in the darkroom. So I think one of the most fun things in this class is we have this spinning door that we use to get in and out of the darkroom, and here's how it works. Ta-da! So by taking this class, you're going to learn how to take amazing photos with your smartphone. You're going to learn how to use a digital camera. You'll learn how to edit your pictures with Lightroom and Photoshop. We focus on portrait, landscape, abstract, fashion, nighttime, street photography, like automotive photography, food photography. So I encourage you to take the class. It's a lot of fun. No homework. Hope to see you there.